let's talk about crop circles real quick. I'll give you a book if somebody could tell me when crop circles first started popping up. There we go, right here. Give them a cheese, con, swindles, and tricks. Perfect. Yeah, 1970s is when they started off. And when they first started off, they were only loosely circles. Stuff like this. In fact, people thought it was maybe a natural phenomenon, maybe a dust devil or a helicopter or something. And then this one, they call this a swastika pattern, was the first one to come out and obviously show that something intentional was being done in these crop circles. And then later on, all the way in the 90s, it became a huge deal. In fact, like this one here became the cover of a Led Zeppelin album. Nowadays, there are these incredibly intricate, beautiful patterns that pop up in some cases overnight. This one was an overnight job. And just beautiful. And nowadays, finally, we have some practical applications for crop circles as well. Everything from advertisements to self-promotion to card tricks. And the whole thing was started, this is an interesting story, by these two guys right here, Doug Chorley and Dave Bauer, a couple of painters from England. Back in the 70s, they got drunk one night, thought it would be hilarious to run out, take a board, a little 2x4, and string some rope around it and stomp down the wheat in a circle in a nearby wheat field. This is me stomping wheat is what this is. And sure enough, they were making the circle. They found that they could make perfect circles if one of them stood in the middle with a piece of rope and the other one took it all the way taut, and they did it like a compass. In fact, they figured out that any design you can make with a compass, you can actually make using ropes and boards inside wheat fields. Now, of course, the people who discovered these mysterious things and proclaimed, well, it must be UFOs because no human could make this. And what do you mean no human can make this? Oh, well, we tried it, and when we tried it, the stalks broke, but these are bent and grow at a mysterious angle. Well, first of all, I find it a little bit arrogant that just because you tried it and couldn't duplicate the results means it must be space aliens. But second of all, what these guys figured out is they figured out that if you waited until the rain came, until a big rain, there would be plenty of water inside the stalks of all that wheat. And then if you bent the wheat over, the wheat didn't break, but rather bent, and then continued to grow at a mysterious bent angle. By the way, this is an authentic photo of an alien making a crop circle right there. And I wish I could tell you more about. There's lots of really interesting stories about crop circles. If you're interested in the backstory, there's a great website. Go ahead and write this down. Circlemakers.org. Circlemakers.org. They actually have a beginner's guide, a tutorial to making crop circles. They even have a whole section on how to make sure that the UFO nuts think that it's a real, genuine, alien-built crop circle. They think it's hilarious to fool the UFO people. Oh, another question people always ask real quick on crop circles. They say, well, if it's made by people, why don't they come forward and take credit? Well, I'll tell you why. It's freaking vandalism. You're ruining thousands of dollars of crops. You got a pretty good vested interest in not taking the blame on that one. Any questions about crop circles? Cool.